Hello, hello, hello. What's up, fellas? What's up, ladies? This is Bitcoin Calvin here. This is July the 19th. We're just going to go over some Bitcoin price action, gold price action, possibly Litecoin and silver price action, guys. All right, so I'm just giving you guys what I see basically in the market, the way I am analyzing the market. You may have a different bias, that's fine. If you have a different bias, you want to comment below. Um, and maybe you want to one day hop on a Zoom so we can show more of our audience of what you think. Definitely let me know. But this is what Bitcoin Calvin thinks. This is the Cali crypto call as well too, guys, showing you guys where the market's going. All right, so the last video I made confirmed my last bias, guys. The the fact is that Bitcoin price is going down. We see price continuously dropping. Okay, it's making lower lows. All right, so I drew this. I drew this descending price channel about a week ago. So I would say last week, I started reading the market and I'm like, man, price does not look like it's going to reverse, right? It doesn't look like that we're going to go back up, right? And if we are going back up, guys, we're only going back up to retracement, right? We're only going back up to retest, right? To retest um, this trend line over here, right? To retest this price channel trend line. Also, guys, that is only the farthest it would go retest, guys, right? So if you see the market, now we see the market is buying, right? We see some buying pressure. I see lots of people on the Facebook groups, Twitter and everything, people buying. But the way I see it is people are reading where Bitcoin's actually going, right? Uh, and like I said, guys, my bias is we're going down, right? The market only moves in three ways, guys. It's only moving up, right? It's only uptrending. It's only downtrending. It also consolidates. It moves sideways as well too, right? That's what we know, right? So we keep things simple as you can see here, um, ever since and it's been amazing, guys. If we're going down, I've been shorting the market, right? So ever since last week, I've been shorting the market, right? So it's been confirming my bias all the way from 34,000 down to 33,000, right? Down to 32,000, right? So it goes from 34,000, right? From the 12th July. If we draw a trend line down here, we can draw a new trend line, right? We'll see it continuously goes down. What we also see here too, guys, is that price corrects itself and it retraces to hit the 50 EMA, to hit the resistance point of where price is going, right? It also creates newer support levels, new lower lows, right? So we see price hit resistance points. It goes lower, right? It creates a lower low, hits resistance points, creates a lower low, hits resistance points again, creates a lower low. All right. So the fact is that now the little buying pressure that we're seeing, the little resistance that we're seeing, guys, this is little buying pressure for price to hit resistance, right? It's going to retrace. The fact that we're buying now means that this buying pressure is a retracement pressure. Why? The overall trend now for the past month and a half, 2 months is a downtrend. So whenever we see the market going up again, that is a retracement. That is not going with the trend. A retracement means we're going against the trend. So we see the price here. We're going against the trend, right? It buys here, boom, it hits the 50 EMA, it drops down even lower, right? Now, is it at its lowest low? I don't think so, right? So what could happen, right? And obviously, what you guys can see here is that I do a long position. I drew a short position actually on TradingView, and you can see all of these pips. This is a 7-to-1 risk to reward ratio, guys. Right? All these pips, guys, have been collected. Right? So obviously, if you're a trader, you know the deal, right? You know what it is. you do definitely do not want to miss out on all these pips. And if you're making the mistake thinking that, Bitcoin price is going to return and reverse automatically, guys, you're sadly mistaken. That's not going to happen, right? We see clearly it's going down, and it's continuously confirming my bias of more and more pips, right, in the short position, right? So fast forward, guys. So if we even move forward to Litecoin as well too, we know that Litecoin is moving the same way. Ethereum moving the same way. Altcoins, obviously, we know, guys, through history, through experience, follow the price of Bitcoin. So we see that these altcoins as well are going to follow a similar price pattern, right? So if you don't believe me, let's go check it out. Let's see. So we type in Litecoin, right? You guys know how I love to compare Bitcoin to gold. Bitcoin is digital gold, right? Litecoin to silver, because it's really, really comparable, right? So let's go to Litecoin now. So we see Litecoin here is following the similar pattern, right? So we see a downward trend all the way from June, all the way from last month, a huge downward trend, right? So now we draw this last week, our price channel, and it's confirming our bias. It retraced a little bit and it's making lower lows, retraced a little bit, making lower lows, retracing a little bit, making lower lows, right? Also, guys, if another bias, another, confirmation, as you can say, to confirm that we're going on a downtrend is these double tops that I see. So if we look closely, I see a bigger double top forming on the 4-hour chart we're looking at ever since the end of June, right? So we're kind of at the end of July, mid to end July, right? So June 29th, we see the first part of the double top form, right? And then by July 4th, we see the second part form. So we see this part form, right? And we see that whenever you see a double top or a double bottom form, you know that price is going to break. And we see this break happening, right? We see it happen ever since last week and continuously, right? So is the break done? No. My opinion, I think the break is definitely not done. If the break was finished, if the break was finished, it wouldn't keep continuing. Also, if it was finished, it would also reverse a lot earlier. It should have reversed last week, but it didn't. It continued to drop, right? And it's continuing to drop. So that's how I know. As you can see, my confluences are being confirmed again and again and again, right? So let's draw a new trend line here too, guys. You see? So if we draw it all the way from July 15th, draw this trend line here, right? So now we have a new trend line. So where could price go? Price could hit this trend line, or it could hit the 50 EMA at most if it was going to retrace and buy back up again. But the institutions, the investors, and the traders, for right now, they're only buying to sell. Okay, this is the season that we're in right now. They're only buying to sell, and we can see this over and over and over again. We see this on Litecoin, guys. Obviously, this is clearly overall a downtrend. A baby can figure out, where is this graph going? It's going down, right? And we have our confirmation bias, this huge double top here. We also have a mini double top here. We also have a mini double top here. If I'm looking for buying, I'm looking for double bottoms. You could say, you know what, Calvin, what about this one here? Right? What about this one? Right? What about this one that's formed? I would have been like, okay, cool. If it was forming, then what happened to it? What happened to this leg? Right? What's happened to this leg? If it was forming, it should have went from 129 past 138. Instead, went from 129 to 138, back down to 126, right? Back up to 133, back down to 122, okay? So if it was going up, it would have broken that structure. The fact that we see now two double tops, we know that the price is going back down again, and it's going to continue to be like that, right? So let's see. Okay, Calvin. So price is going down, but when are we going to go back up again? When are we going to turn around? When is the $100,000 Bitcoin happening? Well, that's a good question, right? So the way I see it, right, is we could keep going back down. We're going to keep going down, and we're going to hit a level, right? Let's look at Bitcoin instead of Litecoin, because Litecoin follows Bitcoin's price structure. All right, so let's see here. All right, so if we look at Bitcoin here, and we see price going down here, right? Let's unzoom the graph here, right? So price is going to continue to fall, even though we may see, you see this little green here, it's buying pressure. We're only going up, right, as a retracement, and we're going to hit resistance levels to make a new support level. So price, I believe, we'll see by the end of the week, or even probably a little bit before that, price is going to be hitting 30,000, 29,000, 28,000. It could even go lower than 28,000. Eventually, what we'll see is a consolidation low. Okay. Eventually, what we'll see, guys, is a consolidation low time frame, right? So once that happens, right? So we go down. Obviously, we see this area here. So I'm going to give you an example. See, price goes down from here. It hits its lower low, hits support. Eventually, we'll probably see price range at a level, I believe, between 25 and 28,000. Right? It's going to range between that level, guys. And when I mean range, guys, I mean consolidate. And when I mean consolidate, I mean go sideways. Okay. So you see this here, right? Right. So this is what we're going to see eventually. This price moving in between these ranges, 25 and 28,000. Eventually, right? And then, only then, guys, we'll have to detect and see if there's more double bottoms or more double tops being formed, if there are any more confirmations being formed, if there's a bullish engulfing, if there's a bearish engulfing being formed between this range level, guys, right? But this ranging level, before this ranging level even happens, the market right now, it's at 30,800, almost 31,000, right? Between 30 and 32,000. It's going to drop even below that until we hit 28,000, right? Under 30,000 before we start seeing the market consolidating. And then we can make a decision before it's actually going to reverse and it's going to go up, or if it's going to continue to range and continue to actually go down, right? But for right now, for the next, I would say, week or so, we will see more of a downtrend happening, right? A lot of traders that I see in a lot of Facebook groups, a lot of groups, they're confused, right? Especially people watching Ethereum and some of these other altcoins. They're thinking that price is going to go up, and they're hodling. They're praying that price is going to go up. But the reason why I know these guys aren't real traders is, how could you say that if you're looking at the chart? That means you're not doing your research, you're not doing your analysis, right? So, and this is, again, guys, this is what I do. Crypto is what I do, right? So I'm reading the analysis, and I can see my biases are being confirmed day after day ever since last week, the week before, and the price is continuing to drop, right? So that's what it is, guys. This is where I believe Bitcoin price action will be, under 30,000 this week. will definitely be trading. Same as Litecoin. I believe Litecoin will be trading under $100 as well too. So that'd be a good price to even get in. I know that we'll probably see lots of people try to get in, right? Um, and especially, guys, fundamentally, if we take a step back, we're in summertime. Is this accumulation phase for most retail investors and people, right? Or people looking to sell and spend money to have a good summer, right? Most likely it's the secondary option, right? People are looking to sell to enjoy their summer, to cash out on cash, right? So you got to look at this fundamentally, but also technically, right? So that's pretty much what it is. Again, guys, if you have a another opinion, if you want to add in, definitely go ahead and comment below. Definitely let me know. But this is the way I'm seeing the market. This is the way it's moving, and we shall see for the rest of this week as well, guys. So that is Bitcoin. Let's take a look at gold, okay? Let's take a look at gold here. All right, so we take a look at gold here, guys. Gold was amazing, right? Gold was amazing all last week, right? So we were buying gold, buying gold, buying gold, right? Great. So we hit a point here at 1835, okay? Then we start going down. We start seeing gold right now. It's going down. Gold is at 1812 instead of 1835. Okay, gold does not move as fast as Bitcoin, guys, right? It's a commodity, it's a metal, so we have to be a little bit more patient. But we can see, from what I can see right now, is that gold is just making a retracement level, right, before making higher highs, right? So, you can say for the past month, ever since the end of June, we see gold go up, right? It hits its higher high, right? And then it retraces, okay? And then it hits its higher high again, right? Now it's retracing, right? It's retracing back to its support level, okay? Okay, and now what we're going to see is that gold is actually going to go up, okay? That again, that's my bias. If you have any other bias, if you think differently, not differently, that's fine. Definitely let me know in the comments below, but that's the way I see it, right? Some of you guys may say, okay, as you can see, the arrows that I put, this is a double bottom here, right? This is another double bottom here, right? So that means price is breaking structure twice, right? So we got to look at that, okay? And that's pretty much that is the story with gold, guys. So we'll see with gold this week. We'll see gold. I believe we'll see gold definitely hit at least back to 1820 or 1830s, just like last week. But we got to give it some time, right? And be able to be patient with that. But is gold selling? Is gold going down? Do I think gold has bearish behavior? Is it looking like? Absolutely not. I think gold is very bullish. I'm very bullish on gold and continue to buy, right? In the markets, and also, the actual gold itself too, guys. You guys can make your own. I'm not an investment advisor, but you guys can make your own, decision there. All right, guys. So lastly, let's take a look at silver, guys, right? All right. So we see now silver, instead of silver going up, guys, we see silver going down, okay? We see silver hitting a higher high, right? It's higher high back in May of $28. Now we see silver trading at $25, right? We see this descending channel here. We also see a double bottom here. It's kind of big double bottom. We see a couple double bottoms, but price doesn't really seem to break that structure. So what I'm reading is actually I see a couple double tops, right? And when we see lots of selling pressure, selling pressure or buying pressure, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Just to confirm my biases, right? So I see a double top up here, then it goes back down. I see a mini double top up here at resistance level, then we see it go back down again, right? And then we'll also probably see silver range between this area, 25, right, and 25 really, and continue to go back down, right? So this is where we'll see silver heading, okay? All right, so that's pretty much what it is, guys, right? So this week, personally, I know I'll probably be selling silver, and then buying gold and selling Bitcoin and Litecoin, okay? That is my analysis, for pretty much for the next few days. And obviously, as things progress and the market goes, we'll continue to make more videos, make price analysis, so you guys can see what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing, how the way I see it. Maybe if you see it differently, let's compare analysis and let's catch these pips, make some money. All right. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, guys, definitely.